Hello and welcome back to Zirkzank Says. My eyes look a little bit red because I just rubbed them. And if you rub your eyes, they go a little bit red. It looks like you've been crying. I wasn't crying, I was just rubbing them. gotta let you know that I'm a man, I don't cry or any shit like that. Fuck off. I'm gonna do something different this episode where I'm gonna go on to look for something to discuss on the internet. Which means I can't actually see my face right now. I can only see stuff on Facebook. I don't understand what the fuck. I can't handle this. I went to Facebook to look for stuff to discuss, but the stuff I'm seeing in my newsfeed is just fucking it's like social justice warriors this, social justice warriors that, political shit, politics, memes, science, memes, people complaining, people posting anime stuff, people posting news articles, people posting personal vlog videos. Like, just don't do that. Why would you ever do that? Blogging and vlogging is stupid. People talking about games, people posting their artwork, social justice warrior shit, something to do with animal rights, something to do with science. I mean, I like the science stuff, but fuck, what the fuck? What was that? Let me rewatch this shit. That's fucking hilarious. Some guy I know, he shared a video of a police officer popping a balloon in someone's eye and then falling on the floor. That is a perfect analogy, and let me tell you, this will be one of the first analogies on the show here. That's a perfect analogy for modern day pop culture, or as it's referred to as memes. That's what memes is. Memes are a social cultural phenomenon. The term meme was coined by Richard Dawkins in his book where he did that. I don't know what it was. I've never read it. I don't read books, but he said there's something about he coined the word meme. That's how the story goes. He coined the word meme to mean social cultural phenomenon. So the usage of the word meme in modern culture is correct, but people are sort of using it to refer to jokes, whereas memes can be anything, literally anything, not exclusively jokes. It doesn't have to be comedy, and it doesn't have to be internet stuff. Internet memes kind of have to be internet related, but memes in general, they go way further than just the internet. You can have like offline memes. Can you believe that? Or you should be able to believe that because it's true. And if you have trouble believing the truth, then let me tell you, you might be retarded. In fact, you are retarded. That's literally what it means. If you're religious in any way, and your religion prevents you from believing the truth, then you are retarded, or just very stubborn. But I want to go with retarded because I want to offend you a little bit. If you're offended by being called a retard, then I think that's a natural response to it. Or you're offended by me saying that you're a retard because someone you know has a low IQ, or someone has Down syndrome, and you're thinking like, oh, this is so offensive to the person that I know. So you feel bad for that person and angry at me for saying that they're retarded, and upset that I've just compared you to that person. But that person is probably less retarded than you, because there's a high chance that if they somehow got the cognitive ability to process information better than they do, that they would look at you and laugh. They would think you're a fucking imbecile for believing that there are books and big men in the sky that tell you what you have to do. Like, I'm gonna get into this now, yeah. My review on, like, religion and God is kind of like the only sort of logical, sane kind of view that you can have, which is you look at the facts, like, you can't prove it, you can't disprove it, it's very unlikely that there is a deity. It's not impossible, so you have to just say there's not enough evidence to support it either way, and then you think it's possible that there is, and it's possible that there's not. That's as far as a deity goes. Now, as far as actual religions goes, as in like organized groups of people coming together, doing stuff together, and acting on what a deity has said. Now that is fucking stupid. Let me tell you, fucking anyone who reads a book that says, you can't kill somebody, that says that you have to kill somebody because they're kill people because they're gay, or cut someone's head off if they don't believe what you believe, you know, or you're a better person than anyone else who doesn't believe in your God. If you're not a morally good person, you'll be punished and burned for eternity in eternal hell, and heavens and hells, and right and wrong, infidels and chosen people, all of this shit. That's fucking insane. All of that stuff, that is completely separate to whether or not there's a deity. It's fine if you believe in a deity, it's fine if you don't believe in a deity, it's fine if you're unsure of the existence of a deity, but the second you start acting upon your deity just because you believe that there is one, there is actually a problem there. I mean, you can't know that there is one or isn't one, so why would you bother to act on it in such a strong way? You know, there is that saying thing like, you don't need evidence, you have to just believe, but that's really fucked up, you know. You always need evidence. That's just how the world works, that's how your brain works. And your brain is damaged if you don't need evidence to learn new information. Then your brain is fundamentally broken. That's how learning is. Learning is comparing new information with old information, and like vice versa. You constantly doing comparisons based on evidence. But when you have no evidence for your God and you just believe in it, and then you act on your God, on your religious text, then it does mean that your brain's malfunctioning, or at least most people's would be in that situation. I assume that a lot of people just follow the religion because, you know, because everyone else around them is doing it. Like, your parents did it, you do it because your parents did it, or you don't want to disappoint your parents, don't want to disappoint your family, or in your country, if you don't believe in God, then you get your head cut off. I'd say that's a pretty strong incentive to at least lie about it. And then the more you keep lying about it, the more you probably end up accepting it and just saying, yeah, I believe in God, and then you don't even challenge yourself anymore, even though you know you should be challenging yourself. I don't know. I apologize if that's upset you. No, I don't. If it's upset you, then good. It shows that you're actually thinking about it, that I might actually be getting through to you. That's what I want to do. Anyone who sat here, watched this video, and doesn't believe, then you probably know what I'm talking about. But here's another thing. There are people who don't believe who can be just as stupid as the people who do believe. I feel like that's a very important thing to make clear, that just because you think that not believing makes you a better person than someone does believe, then you're doing the exact same thing as them, where, like, they say, we're the chosen people because we believe, and then you say, well, I'm better than you because I opened my mind, I freed my mind of its shackles, I'm not oppressed by religion, I'm open-minded, I'm an atheist, that sort of thing, then you'd be just as bad as someone who is a theist. So don't be stupid like that. Just be sensible and logical and say that you can't know either way. You can make a decision, but you need to know that you're only ever 99.9% sure there is, or 99.9% sure that there isn't, or 50-50, you know. But it's not really a 50-50 thing, I don't think. Just don't act on it. Don't act on your atheism. Don't act on your theism. Just leave it up in the air. If you can manage to do that, you know, if you can manage to be uncertain about something, then that's probably the healthiest way to try and approach the situation, rather than cutting off any infidels' heads. You know who I'm talking about with that you know, the choppy stuff and the explosions and shit. That's a more extreme kind of thing that I'm talking about. But even just the lesser versions, like when someone says like bless you or something, or when someone says don't do that, you'll go to hell, or when someone says I'm so going to hell for this, they laugh at something that they find funny, then they say I'm going to hell for this, and then they stop laughing because they don't want to be judged by their God. Like, come on, just enjoy life, laugh at the thing that you thought was funny. Just because you immediately remembered God doesn't mean that what you said is just like gone. If you believe in this God that's all-seeing and all-knowing, then the God already knows what you think, and if you're thinking bad thoughts, God has already written your name in the book of people that go to hell. So just fuck it. It's like, once you start trying to break down religion like that with actual logical arguments, it never ever can stand up to it. So I'm not even going to go into that. I'm just going to say, don't act on some old books that were written a long time ago. Don't even act on the modern books, like like Scientology or whatever. That's a modern written religion, but it's still fucking stupid. It's just, all of it is anything that's based on blind belief. Based on blind belief. Anything that's based on blind belief needs to end, really, and people need to get back to a more logical and scientific approach where you require evidence to make a decision either way, rather than just blowing yourself up in the name of a God that probably doesn't exist, in my opinion, but could still exist. But it wouldn't affect the truth of your book. You know, whether just because the God exists, or even if that God did exist, everything that's written in the books is still stupid. You know, just trying to approach it from a humanist point of view rather than a deity point of view. Someone who wants you to kiss their boots and bow down to them and pray and respect them. You know, if that God does exist, that God is a fucking cunt. No matter what religion, your God is probably a cunt. Unless you believe in a religion where the God isn't a cunt, in which case it doesn't matter, because none of it matters. None of it fucking matters, because the universe is going to end someday, you fucking cunt. There is no afterlife. That's stupid. But I could say there is no afterlife and there could still be an afterlife. That's not the point I'm trying to make. I'm just crossing my mind too much here, because it's a dumb topic that it just you can't know either way. So why run the risk of being an asshole in the present? It's as simple as that. You know, think in the present, think what your life is at the current time, and act on that. Just fuck all that book shit and scrolls and ancient languages and modern languages and Cthulhu and just be you. Don't do religion shit, man. Believe in God, that's fine, but don't do religion. It's bad. Stay in school. Don't do religion. I would avidly say, doing drugs is better for you than doing religion. And I'm going to end it there, because, you know, that's a powerful thought. I would tell kids, do drugs, don't do religion. Ideally, you would probably want to avoid doing both, but some drugs are just good, so... Not that I know, because I really don't know. I tried to smoke weed once, but I couldn't even do it because I never smoked before, so I just like inhaled smoke into my mouth. I'm like, well, I think I've done this wrong. And then my friend was like, yeah, you fucking wasting it, give it back. And like, that was the end of that. I tried, I failed. Drank alcohol, drank sugar. But don't do religion.